Why, hello there. My name is Juliet Capulet, and I'll be drawing somewhat of my love life today. You may ask how I'm doing this, considering that I'm dead. But anyways, just let it happen and we can all move on with life. Okay, good. So now judging on my stick figures, okay? They're beautiful creatures and I have feelings. But anyways, me and my family argued a lot, but we never argued like this until my true love came into my life. It all started at my birthday. It's not like I got drunk or anything, because, alcohol is bad for you. But anyways, my dad threw this lovely party for me, and it was supposed to be just the family and friends, but some Montagues showed up. One of them being Romeo. Yes, my true love. I spotted him, and he spotted me after a while. After a while, we were dancing and just having a good time. After a while of talking, I kind of just walked away. He called me back, and we started talking again. I never really got into it. Just started talking, having a good old conversation. But after a while, we kissed. Oh my gosh, I know. Ew, gross, right? But anyways, shrugged it off, and we went on our separate ways. I went to my house with my father, who never really liked Montagues, but he didn't kick them out, because he's a nice guy, sometimes. But as I was going to my room, I went out on the balcony, and just started talking out loud about the dreamy Romeo that I was falling in love with. I kept falling in love with him more and more as I talked about him. He just stuck in my mind. All of a sudden I looked down and bam, there it was, Romeo, in a tree. Oh well. There are some people these days, and I'm not going to question it. We looked at each other after a while, and we started talking. We decided to get married the next day to show our true love for each other. I was so excited for tomorrow. After Romeo left, I went straight to bed for the next day to come, where Romeo will be mine. The next day arrived. We got married at like 9-ish, 10-ish, somewhere around there. Afterwards, we went on our separate ways. It's like a theme going on here, Go on our separate ways, meeting up later. But, whatever, just go on with it. I went home and, did random stuff. But after I heard Romeo's banishment for killing Tybalt, I went and got some potion from fire that would make me seem dead. I thought it was such a brilliant idea. I was wrong. Of course, I'm always wrong, right? Romeo heard of my death and came to visit me. He heard of my death from his servant that saw me being carried into the, whatever you call that big building. But anyways, he came to the big building, and he busted down the door with a rock. He's so big and strong. Busted down the door. He ran down the stairs and came right up next to me, where I was laying, pretending to be dead. I'm a good faker, if you can't tell. He had to find me out of all of these other corpses, you could say. But once he found me, he came running over to me, and he revealed all of his love for me. He sat down next to me, and he drank some poison that he had gotten on his way here. He laid down next to my coffin thingy, whatever, and died. And I woke up, I guess you could say, unaware of the events that had occurred. So as I was waking up from my slumber, I sit up and look over the side of what I was laying on. What I don't know what you call it, so don't judge me, okay? I sit up and look over the side, and I don't know what it's called. Oh, gosh, this is bothering me, but whatever. I look over and see my love of my life dead. In his hand, a little cup with nothing left. I grab his dagger from his belt loop thingy with bobber, and I stab myself in the heart to be with my true love and forever to be with him. As I was dying, I laid next to him in the arms of him. Yeah, that's how you say that. English. I was laying in his arms, dead. The next day, of course, there was a funeral for both of us. And I guess you could say it wasn't really a lovely, happy ever after. But, I mean, I guess you could, because we're both together now. So I guess we both lived happily ever after. And I know, you probably cried this whole thing. I know, it was so beautiful. But anyways, thanks, and yep.